Here I'm doing a quick sketch of Jeffrey Epstein just for an article I'm writing about him and all the horror of it. And so I'm doing a nice pen and ink sketch, not a detailed rendering, but it's a nice sketch just to capture the image of Mr. Epstein. Usually I start from the eye, but it depends on my situation. I'm working from a photo that I found on the internet, so I'm not sure of the source or who to give appropriate credit to. But generally I like to start in the center of the face. I have here a sketch that I started yesterday that I'm working from. That was a quick sketch, just a preliminary, as you can see from the draft. And I usually have it a nice light element. I don't have detailed sketches for the rendering, right? And then I work for features that are salient, right? But the most important thing for me is to make sure I capture the essence of the character right away, so I know that yes, we're on the right track. And right now I feel that I've got him. This is the right. Everything is right. The lips, the relation to the nose, all that. It's the quick jets that I like to look for. So I basically have got the head lined up, outlined. I got the hair, and then I just put in some shadow. Not a lot. I like to do shadowing and things like that later, so that I don't conflict with the delineation of the structure. I guess that's how I refer to all faces and people and things are structures, because really that's what we are, architectural elements in living flesh. So here we are. Got the collar here and shadow line. Again, this is just a sketch. This is not a polished, finished type of rendering, just a few minutes, just to convey my sentiment about this brilliant man but tragic figure. Here is someone that was exceedingly gifted in mathematics and financial services, and threw all of that brilliance into the sewer. And it's a tragedy. Many lives, including his, were ruined or spoiled, and it's a tragedy. But this is how life is, and we have to take all these things in and work it to resolution. So that's how it is. So here we are at the end of this thing here. A little smear there. Now, when I draw these, I don't like to, as I say, I never replicate photos. I like to, I always call it, I abstract from them. In other words, I look at this photo as like he was sitting before me, and I'm extracting the delineations that make up his character, rather than trying to photographically replicate everything that is before me. To me, slavery. It's boring. I have no interest in replication of photos, but I'm all interested in grasping and harnessing the image of something before me, be it from a photograph or live sitting out on a balcony from a seascape or something. It doesn't matter. For me, it's the delineation. But now another good point I want to make up here is that I'm not going to darken everything on the drawing like the photo. I'm not going to make it so dark under the nose and on the right, because then you would lose the meaning of the story of his face. What is the story of his face? And darkening it like the photo is not accomplishing that task. We want to understand the character, the imagery, rather than copying an image perfectly, replicating it like a photograph. So that St. Almost is basically done, right? Because it served its needs. Do the chin area, side of his face, so brings that out, and that's basically it. We're about done here. Just enough to bring contour. But you can see I just did a few lines, and there he is. There is Jeffrey Epstein. That's all you need to have here. And a handsome man too. Very beautiful face, very cut, almost like a Greek classic. The nose, look at that chin. Just very, very handsome guy, right? And let's see here. Put this here, and we are done. 4:25 p.m. Let's say 12 months. Okay, 4:20 p.m. There we are. It is done.